Yo, here I am on the banks of the Ganges River, the Ganga River, here at Rishikesh. Just been out for the whole evening. I've actually been out for the whole day. Climbed up one of the hills to a nice cafe at the top earlier, and then walked all the way down to the river this evening for sunset. The sun has just gone down, and the camera is not going away just yet. So first things first, I don't know the names of everything. I don't even know the names of both of these bridges. Well, I kind of know that one, but I'm not quite sure. And you know what? I've come to terms with I don't actually have to. So much happens every day when you're traveling around. If you remember the name of everything, you'd go spare. My brain goes in one ear and out the other ear usually. What I'm here for and what I see is shapes, color, contrast, light, and the photographs that I want to try and make. So we've got these two bridges, both packed out with people crossing the Ganga River, and they're bridges that have been photographed a lot. Now, I'm not here in prime time, I'm not here in the perfect weather, the perfect light, probably not even got the perfect perspective, but that actually doesn't worry me, because what I'm looking for is a bit of creativity, a bit of fun. It's not like I'm necessarily going to sell these images in the future. What I might do is put them into a book explaining how I shot them, and if they're any good, you know, they might look cool as a print or something. But ultimately, I'm out here to always constantly have fun, try and improve, test myself, and there's no better way to do that than with a bit of kind of street style travel photography. So I was looking for depth of field behind trees, looking for different angles, going in tight, because at that point it was silhouettes. The light behind was super bright, and all the people walking across the bridge. I'd have loved to have an extra few inches on the lens, but that didn't happen. So I might be able to crop into some of them, but again, you work with what you've got. And this is what I've got: 6D Mark II, 24-105, f4, and that's what I'm traveling this whole 2 months in India with, as well as a GoPro and this iPhone 13 mini. So yeah, I moved across the bridge. The first pass across the bridge, all of the shutter speeds were actually quite high. Everything was captured quite sharp, and I thought, that's a bit boring. So I came back across, and this time I slowed my shutter speed down. And most of the time I'm working in TV, shutter priority. I found I can put it in shutter priority, underexpose everything by half a stop or a stop, and then generally once I've set my shutter speed, the world's your oyster really. You can just focus on the people, the bridge, the shoot, the light, and the compositions, and just work with it that way. So I think I got some interesting pictures doing it that way, so we'll see. I'll probably put that up next. But yeah, just moving along, just lifting the camera up, turning it left and right, doing a few zooms, trying to catch some motorbikes as they moved across. This way you're not necessarily looking through the camera, you're not looking people in the eye that are walking towards you, so there's no real awkwardness, and by the time you've taken the picture, they've gone anyway. So unlike with my portraits, where I really want to have a bit of a conversation, or at least a connection with the person, I don't want to be taking sneaky people pictures if I can help it. And started just walking along the side of the river. The light was perfect, it was coming from over there, bright sunshine back that way, so when I actually face that way and shoot, everyone's lit perfectly. Now, there was tons of people in all their traditional dress, the turbans on the head, but again, they're not all mine to take. But the first picture I did take was of the photographer taking pictures of other people, which was quite funny, because he didn't understand what the hell I wanted. But we made a couple of portraits, which was really nice. Even got him to wear his hat backwards, which was fantastic. Then these lads wearing bright orange, a couple of them were wearing turbans. One of them had a bright blue turban with a bright orange top. They were into it. They wanted to get some photos of themselves. Bit crazy, but I managed to separate the one lad to get his portrait a couple of times. Then we did a group shot, and then we got their Instagram. And this trip, actually, I've been really getting people's Instagrams, so I know exactly who they are, and I've also got their names. It's a really simple way, rather than getting a book out, writing their name. You know, you get their Instagram and work from there. Next up, we just kept on moving along. There was a chap that was meditating. Again, beautiful sunlight, snuck down on the steps, made some shots while he had his eyes closed, and then I waited for him to wake up a bit. So then I went in, spoke to him briefly, I think he was called Banchown Noun or something like that, and that was fun. Then the kids doing the dabs on the head. So I didn't pay for this, but I did pay for the flowers that I sent down the river for my granddad, my late granddad, Ganga, as he was nicknamed. So Ganga River, Ganga, boom, flowers down the river. So that was really, really great as well. And as lights moving down, I went to get a Coca-Cola, met some lads that work on the aeroplanes at the airport in Delhi. Had a quick chat with them, moved on, and I'm sure there was other stuff that I made pictures of. Definitely a cow by a door. And then again, this bridge that's just behind me over here. I actually made some pictures along that. Not that great actually, but it was just winging it towards the end of the evening. Now stuff's starting to light up a bit. I might do another lap around. You can actually walk bridge to bridge, a bit like you can in London. The takeaways are, at these places where everything has been shot a million times, get creative, think outside the box, slow your shutter speed down, do some blurry stuff, bit of abstract, go in on the details. There's lots of spiritual graffiti all the way along, and they make great postcards, great pictures, great prints, you know, just interesting things. And you never know, when you get the camera out, it draws people in. You know, it doesn't scare people. The right people will come to you to get the right pictures. So tonight I've had a really great experience, really enjoyed myself, and yeah, let's see how it comes out. Recording this. Oh, without calling in. Do we tip it in or float it? Do you float it or tip it?
Flat. Yeah.
There it goes.
Yeah.
Ganga, off of the Ganga River. See you, buddy? No, it's the Ganga.